Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And as you could tell from the thumbnail and the title of this video, this is an apartment inspired by number 12 Grimmauld Place from the Harry Potter series. So if you guys are new to the channel, you're going to learn very quickly that I am obsessed with Harry Potter. And if you've been here for a while, you probably caught maybe a live stream or two when I was playing the old Harry Potter games. And, you know, if you follow me on any form of social media, all you're going to see is Harry Potter, which is so weird because, you know, this is a Sims build, but I literally am obsessed with the series. I have been since I was a little kid. And over Christmas break, I actually did a Harry Potter marathon and I watched all of the films, maybe more than once. And I was very inspired to try to do something related to Harry Potter in The Sims. And I thought what would be really cool is to do an apartment inspired by Grimmauld Place. And I was kind of envisioning that, spoiler alert, Sirius Black didn't die. That's what I was envisioning because my heart can't take it every single time I see it happen. Funny story is actually I didn't read the 5th book before I went to go see the movie. I tell this story pretty much all the time. And when Sirius died in the 5th one, I literally burst out in tears. I was shooketh. I did not understand what was happening. I didn't see it coming whatsoever because I had no idea what the 5th one was really about. So actually, I'm in the midst of reading the 5th one right now. I'm actually rereading the series currently, and I kind of got sidetracked because I got sucked into a romance novel. I love romance novels. They're like my kryptonite. So I got sucked into that. And then I came back to Harry Potter and I'm reading the 5th one, but I'm kind of postponing it because I don't want the inevitable heartbreak of knowing that Sirius Black is not going to make it through this book. So anyway, I wanted to make an apartment that was inspired by Grimmauld Place, and I wanted it to kind of be what could have been if Sirius Black did not pass away and Harry was able to go live with him. And I just really liked the idea. I just want that to be the reality. I wish that's how it went down, but it is not how it went down. So I hope that you guys do enjoy it. I, of course, wanted to use this wallpaper, which you see I will have pretty much in every single room, just in different colors, because it kind of reminds me of the room with the family tree that they actually show in the movie. I think even in the book, it's actually a tapestry. It's not the wallpaper in the entire room, but I kind of like the wallpaper in the whole room in the movie. So that's kind of what I was going for. And of course, there are just various like magical items all over the place. I tried to make the kitchen look a little bit more traditional, just a little bit older, but I didn't want it to still look super rundown. I do add a lot of details with like cracks on the walls and holes and scratches and stuff like that, just because Grimmauld Place is a older home. I mean, I think it's where the Black family has lived for at least a few generations. I honestly can't remember at this point since it's been a while since I jumped back into the book. But yeah, I wanted to make it look lived in. It looks a little bit, I don't know, dilapidated. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I didn't want it to look gross. I wanted to clean it up just a little tiny bit. There might be like a spider web or two, but it's definitely a much more functional home than is depicted in the movie. And I am just cluttering up the kitchen right now. There's like a quill and some spell books over in the corner. And I just added some typical kitchen clutter. I can always go crazy in kitchens compared to the rest of the home, but I don't know. I just really liked the kitchen. I left it fairly simple. And of course, there's the dining section right on the other side of the half wall near that window. And fair warning, if you guys didn't know this, I actually had a question on an apartment recently, kind of like over break, so I just saw it, but someone had asked like how the apartment looked different. I think they downloaded an apartment and they said it looked totally different. The windows weren't in the right place, the curtains weren't in the right place, and they were really confused. And if you guys were unaware, if you haven't played with the eco footprint with eco lifestyle, the windows in the apartments will actually change depending on the footprint. So right now, this is kind of I think it's the neutral state of the eco footprint. So it's not green, but it's not industrial. And if it actually becomes green as a footprint, the windows will become very modern. And I think they actually turn to the like orange modern windows that we got with the pack. So if you guys weren't aware of that, that might be why if you actually place an apartment, depending on the footprint, things might not line up perfectly. So I figured I would toss that one out there because at first I was super confused by the comment, and then I was like, oh right, this makes sense. And now I am trying to work on the other rooms here, trying to pick out wallpapers with the same-ish pattern to kind of carry it throughout the home. There's like this little hallway area here just to make sure that there wasn't a door that had to go into the bathroom and then go into a bedroom. I think that would be kind of weird. And the first bedroom that I do work on would be, I say would be, and I tried to emphasize it because again, this makes me so sad to think about, but this would be Harry's room. And I wanted to use the red one just because it reminded me of Gryffindor. It's at least one of the colors, right? Is like this scarlet red color. So I wanted to make sure that I used that here, and I kind of used a different shade of like the wood tone. I kind of went for a lot of darker woods out in the main living space and in the kitchen, but in here I kind of brightened it up a little bit, and I was somewhat emulating what Harry had in his room at the Dursleys, where he just had, I think, like a corkboard with some postcards or something and just a few other miscellaneous things hanging up right near his bed, and then I just kind of went crazy and decorated any way that I saw fit. But he does have a little wand box there, which I do put a wand in. There's some spell books and a quill, a few more potions. I really like to do that. I like to grab the potions from the debug menu from Realm of Magic and place them throughout builds, especially if it's a magical build, because I don't know, it just adds that, I don't know, that allure, if you will. And I also put that picture of what looks like a soccer team that we have with base game that's unlocked with, I believe, a particular career. I put that next to Harry's bed, thinking it was either a picture of him with the Quidditch team, or maybe with him and Ron and Hermione, or him and his parents, because he does have that photo that I think Hagrid gave him that he ends up putting near his bedstand. In the second one, I think, is when we get to see it, the Chamber of Secrets. He also has a desk with a quill, which of course your Sims can't use the quill, which is kind of disappointing, but I do give him a book that's just called Brooms. It's in the debug menu as well with Realm of Magic. It's just brooms, exclamation point. And I was like, that totally fits here. So I end up putting it on the desk, and you guys will actually get to see Harry and Sirius in the screenshots here as well. So definitely look forward to that. And now I'm working on Sirius's room. So I did give him this big 4-poster bed because I believe most of the rooms in Grimmauld Place had big 4-poster beds, so I just felt it was appropriate. He also has a wand box, which will display his wand and a few miscellaneous decorations. I did repeat a couple of pieces of artwork just because we only have, I think, 2 that came with Realm of Magic, which is kind of disappointing, so I used them just in different swatches to try to diversify things a little bit. And I tried to make his room just a little bit darker because I remember when they went into Sirius's old room, it had like a lot of cobwebs, and the color scheme looked a little bit dark even compared to some of the other rooms in Grimmauld Place, so I kind of tried to emulate that here. And he also has a bookcase and a chair in the corner, and I just kind of put some of the cracks and scratches to fill some of the wall space because there really wasn't a lot of artwork that I felt fit. But I did use that tapestry from the Vampire Game Pack. I always want to say Stuff Pack, the Game Pack, because I was thinking that it was a representation of that family tree tapestry that is mentioned in the book. And then I work on the bathroom here, which I use basically all stuff from the Vampire Game Pack. I use like the toilet, and I believe actually it's kind of the sink from, I think it's the sink from Realm of Magic, and then the shower tub combo from the Vampire Game Pack as well. And then the final room that we actually work on is basically just like a potions room. I couldn't really think of anything else. It was really small, so I was able to get the cauldron in there, a couple of different storage shelves and decorations on the wall, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it for this apartment renovation. So I hope you guys did enjoy this, and please forgive my voice. I'm actually a little bit under the weather, which is probably why I sound a little bit rough and why I'm a little bit out of it. But thank you so much for hanging out and checking out this video, and I will catch you guys next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.